Hello everyone, welcome in NEHA's biology classes. In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about another mode of asexual reproduction, that is vegetative propagation. So let's see what vegetative propagation is. Actually, it is formation of new plants from the vegetative parts of the plant, or we can also say from the somatic part of the plant, new plant arises, and this process is called as vegetative propagation. These somatic parts which can produce new plants are called as vegetative propagules. There are three categories in which we can classify these vegetative parts. First one is stem, second is root, and the third category is leaf. How stem is helping in formation of new plants? Let's take the example of runner. In a runner, a branch develops a horizontal branch above the ground. This branch has many nodes and internodes. Whenever the nodes come in contact with proper soil, again it will give rise to stem, which will have many adventitious roots and leaves. This new plant develops from horizontal stem, and that's why we can say stem helps in reproduction. Another example of development of new plant from stem is offset. Offsets are actually aquatic runner. Again, from stem, a horizontal branch arises and floats on the surface of water, and this stem will be swollen. From the nodes, roots and leaves will arise in cluster. The difference between runners and the offset is, in case of runner, the connection is stout, that is a hard structure with multiple nodes and internodes. Whereas in case of offset, this horizontal structure is one internode long, and it is a soft structure. One more thing we have to note in offset is it degenerates very quickly. Offsets are seen in water hyacinth or Eichhornia. Water hyacinth is also known as terror of Bengal. Water hyacinth is an exotic plant, means it has been brought from some other countries because of its beautiful flowers and shape of the leaves. People thought that if they grow such beautiful looking plant in their pond, it will enhance the beauty of the area, but they were not knowing that this plant will become headache. Since this Eichhornia can propagate vegetatively with the help of stem at such a fast rate that within few days it can cover the entire lake. This plant also drains the oxygen from the water, which will eventually leads to the death of the fishes. So it is called as terror of Bengal. One more example we have under vegetative propagation by stem is STOLON. In STOLON, loop-like branch above the ground is developed, and from this branch new root and leaves are formed. For example, in case of strawberry, tuber. Another example of vegetative propagation by stem is tuber, as in the case of potato. When we observe a potato, we must have observed many scars present on its body surface. These scars are called as eyes of potato. This eye is actually a node. When we leave a potato for some days, we can see a very tiny yellow color structure growing from the stem. This actually is a new plant. Tuber is also an example where new plant is developed from stem. Another example is of rhizome. Rhizome is actually an underground stem which helps in formation of new plants, as in the case of banana, ginger or turmeric. If we observe ginger very carefully, we can observe distinct line on its body surface. This distinct line represents a node, and from this node new plant comes out of the soil surface. So we can say through rhizome new plants develop. New plants can be developed from leaf also. The leaves have buds, which is actually called as foliar buds. This bud give rise to new plants, as in the case of bryophyllum. When the parent plant comes down to the soil, after maturation, all the baby plant develops independently. Root also helps in reproduction. For example, in case of sesame plant or in sweet potato, the roots have radical buds from which new root-like structure develop and eventually give rise to new plants. Examples are important: sesame plant and sweet potato. So, these were the different methods of natural vegetative propagation. Thank you for watching my videos. For more updates, please subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Thank you.